Hey, what's up, y'all? I know it's been a while since I've done a video for Gridiron's Guide, but it took me a while to get over this week, man. This week was bad. Um, Shoot, man. The 49ers and Browns game got destroyed 31-3. I honestly wasn't even going to talk about this game, but I'm like, man, you can't skip no games. It's not how this works. So let's talk about it. It's going to be brief. It's not going to be a long video. Yeah, the offense, there was no offense. We need Trent Williams or any elite left tackle like yesterday because Greg Robinson needs to go. Chris Hubbard, ain't that his name? Chris Hubbard, the right tackle. He's also terrible. The play calling for Freddie Kitchens actually wasn't bad. It was actually working. Like the two tight end sets, the constant running of Nick Chubb, and even the end arounds to OBJ. Some people are saying, "Oh, the Browns are getting desperate to get OBJ involved. They're trying too hard." I think that's creative. Use him as a decoy and a running back and give it to Nick Chubb, who's in the fullback position for like a 30-yard gain, like in the first quarter or second quarter. Those are creative ways to do it. And I actually like Freddie Kitchens' play calling. The problem was that it's hard to run the ball and do all the stuff he wanted to do when you're down 21-3 at halftime. It's also hard to sustain offensive drives when, one, penalties get in the way. You know, I know, what was his name? Callaway came back first week. I know he was, missed the first 4 weeks because of a substance violation. I know he was not coming back into practice, and they said, well, they thought he was ready for him to go. He bobbled the one catch in the end zone, like I said. He just came back. It's week 5. He ain't played for a week, got some rust. You got to make that catch, man. I know he just came back, but you got to make that catch. Especially what it led to when the 49ers picked it off and took it midway down the field. I think they scored off that next thing. The only thing that was great for us was our special teams defense. I think we got a block kick, and Robbie Gould couldn't hit anything that day. So that was one thing that worked for us. Myles Garrett got a sack. That was cool. So he's got 7 sacks. I think he leads the NFL among defensive ends for sacks. That was great. Ricky Seals-Jones, I think, got 1 catch. Jarvis did Jarvis things. He made catches. Jarvis did Jarvis things. Catch, pass, look hard into the camera like he's just uber serious. He did Jarvis things. OBJ did un-OBJ things. He dropped his first 2 catches, dropped both of them. Then he fumbled the punt return, I think in the third or fourth quarter. That's when I knew. I'm like, all right, man, I'm cutting this off. Like, we're done here. We're done. That game, man, it was just not good. It was forgettable at best, embarrassing at worst. I don't even think on a Hugh Jackson-led team, I don't think our offensive defense was that bad. Speaking of defense, this front four has been underwhelming. I'm starting to see glimpses from Olivier Vernon. And Myles Garrett is Myles Garrett. He's doing his thing. But Sheldon Richardson, you are Mr. Invisible. Where in the hell have you been? Also, what's the other guy? Larry Ogunjobi, and they're switching him out with Lawrence. Yeah, they're more known for doing penalties like false start, neutral zone, and fractions, than actually getting sacks or anything. And y'all need to stop playing with Joe Schobert. John Dorsey, y'all need to pay Joe Schobert. Stop playing with him because, yeah, as a team, they're missing a lot of tackles, but he's getting the most tackles amongst any of our defenders. And this week, thank God we get Ward and Williams back. Thank you. We get them back. I think we also may be getting Rashard Higgins back. Maybe they said he's healthy, but they don't know if he's healthy enough to play. He'll suit up, but he may not play. It's going to be a game-time decision. That'll be interesting to see. I hope Callaway, I don't hope. You better have that rust knocked off of you. You better have that rust knocked off. I better not see you drop no catches this Sunday. I better not see you be offsides or run a wrong route. You better be on your way, gang. You had 1 week to, get all the screw-ups out of your system. You got it out. You had another week of practice. You better be on top of your A game this week. Seriously, Callaway. I can't have you messing up. You're too valuable. You're too valuable to be messing up like this. I'm impressed with Ricky Seals-Jones. I'm impressed with what's his name? Damian Ratley. He's doing pretty solid. Joe Schobert. Pay him once again, please. Pay that man. And honestly, the O-line. Here's about the O-line. Pass blocking, we're trash. Run blocking, they're actually not bad. The run blocking of the Browns, Nick Chubb got like 87 yards off 16 carries Monday. The run blocking is not bad. If we actually could limit penalties and do better pass blocking, this team, Nick Chubb could be damn near a Pro Bowler. Seriously, like, no questions asked, Pro Bowler, no questions asked this year. But when your pass blocking's that crappy, it's hard to run the ball 20, 25 times a game when you're down by more than 2 TDs, and it's not even the third quarter or second half yet. That game was forgettable. Matt Breida, man, us look like fools. Kyle Shanahan put on a clinic on how to run a zone blocking scheme against the defense of the Browns. Because this week, that defense Steve Wilkes, you failed this week. I'm sorry, you failed this week. You had a few good stops, but you failed this week. Like I said, man, this was just a forgettable game. Like, I was contemplating throughout the whole week, like, should I do a video on this? Yes, do a video. Even you just rant most of the time, you gotta do a video. Do it for your fans. We ain't doing no bye weeks here until the bye week actually comes after this week. And we need to end on a high note. We got Seattle. Russell Wilson's coming to town, who's playing like an elite level QB. He's playing how we expected Baker Mayfield to play to an extent, not all the way, because he ain't on Russell Wilson's level yet, but hopefully he'll get there. Rashard Higgins, I hope he can play, because we need him sorely. He will sorely be needed. I need this defense to be on their A game. But most importantly, it's the O-line. I know people saying, oh, it's Freddie Kitchens. Part of it is Freddie Kitchens from a personnel standpoint and his decisions on deciding who should play and who he thinks is ready and who's not ready. Because, we haven't seen, what's his name? I think it was Mac Wilson. No, Jannard Avery. Jannard Avery, the fourth pick linebacker who had a solid rookie year. I don't think he's going to fill it all. And they're saying, we have different depth pieces. I hate that excuse. Don't tell me, the Browns' big problem got too much depth. I hate that. It's not too much depth. You just don't know how to use it. Y'all got packages and formations. Dang it, somebody gets tired. The Browns have the depth on the offensive and a little bit on the defensive side of the ball to rotate players constantly. I don't want to hear, it's too much players. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't believe in too much depth. I hate that excuse. I hate that. It's not too much depth. You don't know how to use it. Go tell Bill Belichick. Go tell the Patriots, we got too much depth. Tell them what they say for too much depth. Like, no, you don't know how to use your players. You don't know you got too many toys you don't know who to play with. Like, no, you don't know how to use them. You don't know how to use your players. So I don't want to hear too much depth. Against Seattle, is it winnable? Oh, yeah. Talent-wise, absolutely it's a winnable game. Yeah. However, more importantly, their defensive ends scare me, because anybody with even good defensive ends scare me, because our O-line, specifically our tackles, are terrible. We need to get a left tackle in here immediately. And I saw some reports earlier talking about, trading OBJ. Stop. We're not trading OBJ. Stop it. A first rounder for Trent Williams? Sure. A first and a third? Fine. OBJ, stop. So what, he can rot in D.C.? You want him to die in Washington, really? With that mess of an organization? I know we're not the best, but we were better than freaking Washington. They haven't even won a dang game yet. Like, get out of here, man. But that's all I'm going to say. It's just like more of a rant video / review of the 49ers and Browns beatdown game. But I'm going to keep hope alive, and hopefully we get a win this Sunday. So I'll see y'all later, man.